Sports 101. Today we're going to learn about American football. Me being Italian, European, bro, I've been trying to understand this sport, but oh my god, it's so hard. It's so damn hard to me. Oh my god. I mean, I haven't tried that hard. I watched many videos in my other channel. I thought about posting them here, but it was totally different, the camera angle, the audio quality. So I was like, yeah, come on, it's a new channel. I definitely need to do better videos. And yeah, next week the NFL is gonna start, the new season is gonna start. So I even downloaded in my Xbox the Madden game, the official NFL game. I haven't played any official game yet. I've been doing only the training part that teaches you how to throw the ball, how to receive the ball, and then, I don't know, everything else there is to do, like the names of each role and all that. But yeah, I'm still caught up on that. I'm probably the only one doing that training thing, probably. I don't know. But whatever, let's learn about this sport. So maybe in the future, since my provider, when I watch the football games, the soccer games, they do offer also all the NFL is being covered on there. So yeah, definitely something that I want to be checking out in the near future and discussing with you guys. So yeah, you should help me also to pick a team. Let's check out the video. I'm talking too much.
In America today, football is by far the most popular sport. During the autumn months, it sweeps up the country's weekends, beginning with National Football League's Thursday Night Football, followed by high school's Friday Night Lights, continuing with Saturday collegiate football clashes, and ends with the NFL's Sunday slate of games.
Wait. What do you mean? NFL, they play 3 days a week. Thursday, wait, let me see it again.
Football League's Thursday Night Football, followed by high school's Friday Night Lights, continuing with Saturday collegiate football clashes.
So you can watch high school football in television also. Wow, that's crazy. College football, yeah, we saw that's huge.
And ends with the NFL's Sunday slate of games and Monday Night Football. With the help of TV deals, the coverage of the game is rampant in American homes, making it easier for people to watch their favorite teams or alumni duke it out on the gridiron. As the sport rapidly grows internationally and here stateside, American football is cemented in the country's pop culture. Let's dive in to give you the 101 on the fundamentals of the game known as football.
Yes.
The game is played on a grass or turf field that is 120 yards long and 53.3 yards wide. The field
that's so helpful with the meters. Come on.
Turf field that is 120 yards long.
109 meters, okay? A football field, the soccer field is 100 meters only.
And 53.
And 48 point. I have no idea in the soccer field how long this distance is.
0.3 yards wide. The field is flanked by end zones that are 10 yards long where teams have the ability to score. The rest of the field is marked every 5 yards with lines and every yard with a hash mark. Behind each end zone are goalposts that are 10 feet high and 18 feet 6 inches wide. The game consists of a full 60-minute runtime that is split up into 15-minute 4 quarters. In between the second and third quarter, a halftime of 12 minutes is used to allow teams to regroup. Game of play begins with a coin toss to decide who gets the ball first. Based off that decision, one team kicks off to the opposing team. The opposing team's offensive players now has 4 chances, also known as downs, to take the ball down the field to score points, or to achieve 10 yards of progress from the line of scrimmage to gain another group of 4 downs, which is known as getting a first down. They do this by either running the ball or throwing the ball against the opposing team's defensive players' attempts to stop all 4 chances. To score, the offense has to take the ball into the end zone for 6 points, which is called a touchdown, or by kicking a field goal for 3 points. What's cool is after scoring a touchdown, the offense has the option to go for an additional points by either kicking a field goal for an extra point or to take the ball into the end zone again for 2 points. But what if the defense is successful in halting the offense's progression to their 4th chance or 4th down? The offense has the option to either punt the ball to change the possession to the other team's offense or to go for it by either gaining a
Bro, it's like I'm watching chess. What the hell? This is so So strategico. Oh my god.
First down or to score points.
Wow.
So if the offense attempts to go for it and they're unsuccessful, the opposing team's offense gains possession where the ball is placed at the fourth down attempt, which is the line of scrimmage. The defense can also change possession with a turnover by either causing a fumble and knocking the ball out of the hands of the offensive player running the ball, or through catching a pass from the offense, which is known as an interception.
Okay.
A team can only have 11 players on the field at any time, and some players will play offense and defensive roles. In the NFL, there's a 53-player roster that consists of the offense, defense, and special teams. Special teams consist of players like the kicker and punter, along with other purpose roles, whereas the offense and defense usually play most of the time.
But didn't you just say there are 11 players? Why now is saying 53? Confused.
The quarterback is the player that calls the plays and snaps the ball. Once the ball is in play, the quarterback can do one of three things. They can either A, hand off the ball to the team's running back whose job it is to run the ball, B, throw it to one of the wide receivers whose job is running routes downfield to catch the ball, or C, run it themselves. The quarterback won't be able to do any of these things without the offensive linemen in front of them. Their task is to block for the quarterback to give them time to throw the ball or to create gaps at the line of scrimmage for the running back to run through. Who they're blocking are the defensive linemen, whose job is to rush the quarterback by tackling them as fast as they can, which is called a sack. Positioned behind the defensive linemen are the linebackers, who not only rushes the quarterback as well, but are also useful in tackling the running back. The cornerbacks are the players that guard and cover the wide receivers, but sometimes rushes.
It really sounds like soccer, you know? I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, it's totally different and all that, but the gist of the whole thing is really similar, you know? It's very similar, even the position of everyone.
The quarterback from the outside. If they do, then the safeties will cover the wide receivers, but are typically the last line of defense. If the linemen, linebackers, and cornerbacks all rush the quarterback at once, this is known as a blitz. When infractions or penalties occur during play on either side of the ball, the consequence of the penalty is enforced on where the ball is placed on the field from the original line of scrimmage, depending on the severity of the action. Penalties can be a huge help or a crushing blow to a team and can play an integral part in the outcome of a game. The referees throw yellow flags that look like handkerchiefs to indicate the infraction. There's quite a few in the rulebook, but the most common ones you'll see in a game are offsides and encroachment. When the offense and defense line up before the ball is put into play, each team can't cross the line of scrimmage. If an offensive player is beyond the line of scrimmage when the ball is put into play, it's called offsides. It's a 5-yard loss and the down is replayed.
Wow.
If the defense crosses the line of scrimmage and makes contact before the ball is snapped, it's called encroachment. The ball is advanced 5 yards and the down is replayed. Holding.
Wow.
Holding is essentially grabbing onto the opposing player to prevent them from tackling or who isn't the ball carrier.
Okay.
Both sides have differing consequences. Holding on the offense would be a 10-yard loss and replay the down. Defensive holding is a 5-yard advance with an automatic first down. Delay of game. The delay of game penalty is for the offense only. After the ball is set for the next play, a play clock begins to count down in order to pick up the pace of the game. In the NFL, the 40-second play clock starts when the previous down is complete. The offense has to put the ball into play before the play clock runs out or call a timeout. If they fail to do so, the delay of game penalty is enforced by losing 5 yards and the down is replayed. Pass interference. Pass interference is a judgment call that occurs during a throwing play and can go against the offense or the defense. Before the ball arrives to the intended receiver, the defense can't make contact to restrict the player from catching the ball, and the offense can't shove the defense away to create space in catching the ball. In the NFL, if defensive pass interference is called, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul, which is an automatic first down. Offensive pass interference.
So wait, So you have to wait until the guy gets the ball and then you can tackle him. You cannot attack him before.
Interference is a 10-yard loss from the previous line of scrimmage with the down being replayed. False start. Another common one you'll see is false start. For the offense only, this penalty is enforced when an offensive player moves abruptly before the ball is snapped. The defense are allowed to move all the time, whereas the offense needs to be very still, unless they're in motion when they are placed in their spot. A pesky 5-yard loss and a replay of the down follows. But if two penalties happen at the same time, one on the offense and the other on the defense, these penalties become offset, and the down will be replayed with no consequences, kind of like a do-over. If two penalties happen on the same play from the same team, then the opposing team has the choice of which one to enforce to get the better advantage. It's no easy task in refereeing a football game, and mistakes can happen. With the advancement in technology,
Wow! Bro, you got VAR as well. What the hell? Look at that. That's crazy. Yeah, that's basically VAR.
Pro and collegiate game is recorded on camera, thus giving head coaches the ability to challenge particular rulings on the field, not penalty calls. Whether the player caught a pass or if the player really did fumble.
To challenge is kind of like in tennis when they are not sure if the ball actually went out, so they call for a review.
The ball are great cases on whether a coach should throw their red flag or handkerchief to challenge the ruling. The cost of this decision is by losing one of their 3 timeouts. But if the ruling is overturned in their favor, aka if they were right, the timeout is given back to the head coach.
That makes sense. Challenges per game.
Even though the game itself is universal at every level of play.
Wait, so if you don't call a challenge, then the decision won't be reviewed, even if it was wrong.
There are some minor rule differences between pro and college football here in the US that are worth noting. Overtime. If the game is tied at the end of regulation, the NFL has an overtime period of 10 minutes to see if either team can win. If both teams have the same score when 10 minutes are up, the game is considered a tie. In college, each team has a chance to score from the 20-yard line and will continue play until one team scores more points than the other. Catch. How a catch is determined in how the wide receiver lands with their feet. In college, you need at least 1 foot touching inbounds that will count as a catch, whereas in the NFL, you need both feet to touch. Clock. In the NFL, the clock doesn't stop after achieving a first down like it does in college. Defensive pass interference. As shown before, the NFL has a consequence of an automatic first down and the spot of the foul for defensive pass interference. In college, the spot of the foul is only enforced if it occurs less than 15 yards. If the penalty happened farther down the field, only a 15-yard advancement will be enforced. As summer turns into fall during the calendar year, it's hard not to notice the plethora of football teams being represented in American daily life. Tailgating in the stadium parking lots to fantasy football, the American sports tradition continues to
fantasy football, wow,
permeate pop culture in all 4 corners of the country. With TV deals continuing to climb and covering the sport, to families throwing the pigskin on a nice autumn breeze, the sport known as football won't be going away anytime soon. If you enjoy learning about sports or of sports-related topics, please consider subscribing.
Yeah, I think next I will check out the positions. It's gonna be much better. This was very interesting. I mean, I didn't really understand that much, I gotta be honest, but I'm guessing this type of things are better be learned by watching every game, you know, like watching the actual game. You will learn way more than watching these videos, but those are always a good introduction to the whole thing. Now I want to know, what is your favorite team first, and then who are the best players of American football? So maybe I should start to make some reaction videos to the best football players. College football, high school football, NFL, doesn't really matter. Let me know who's the best one and the highlights where I can find them, and I would definitely check it out. You know, I love checking out those videos. Like, all the Americans do the soccer pros reaction videos. I'm gonna do the opposite. So yeah, guys, I hope you had fun watching me trying to learn this sport. We definitely will be doing some live stream watching the game, so you can explain it to me, watch it with me. It could be fun, you know. And yeah, this is it. I wish you all a lovely night, and I'll see you very soon.